How's it going, everybody? Before I get to Telling Truth 3, let's go ahead and knock out Michael's stuff first. Drudge report was sent, said calm before the storm. And make sure I get my grid up too. There we go. Yes. It's about to be the 24th. We're going to go over the 24th. Yeah. Okay. Which would include the item on the 25th also, which would include both dates. All right. And Michael's next item, quarterback Arch Manning, #1 recruit 2023 class commits to Texas. Wow. That's Michael's alma mater. Them Longhorns. What's up with that? Woo, woo. I thought he was going to come to Devil's Advocate University. Watch him decommit from you and come to mine. How funny would that be? Of course, that's not my alma mater. It's just my rooting team. But I went to like Warner Southern. I went to Polk State University for my 2-year, Warner Southern for my bachelor's, Nova Southeastern for master's. All very simple, easy stuff. Nothing like going to a real big time university. Kind of just pay and you get a diploma as long as you just jump through hoops. That's wild, man. Who did he snub up over? Georgia, Alabama, LSU, Clemson, Virginia. Okay. Well, Florida wasn't even listed. I heard he was sniffing around. I don't keep up with it like I used to, of course. Duh. Donnie darkened. Another interesting thing, Donald Trump, West Palm State, literally translates to sea to lake. Yeah. And of course, I think it's cryptically saying martial law because it's got MAR for Marshall and begins with LA for law. Martial law ago. I mean, I don't know. It's just very freaky. Donnie Darkin also said tomorrow the Space Force will open Space Delta 18, 6+6+6 will serve the nation's Space Intelligence Center. 62422 is 6 times 6 times 6. What do I look at tomorrow for 624? You got 6 times 24. Y'all know how I do the thing. If it comes to 144, then you times it by the year, and you do get the 2911 on there. So, that's a little crazy. It's also a day when the moon will join a rare 5 planetary alignment that started on June 5th, the day Trump turned exactly 666 hours old. To look at how old Trump is, on the 24th, he does turn 666,456. And, you know, you can add 24 hours to that because it'll go up, you know, an hour each, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., you know, so it'll get into the 60s and the 70s. So I guess it ends at 480. Yeah. 666,480 will be the new day, the following day. Okay. Continuing to set up World War III, European leaders formally accept Ukraine's EU candidacy. That's pretty fascinating. Give me silver, blue, and gold. All right, that's it for Michael's prep. Michael, thank you, my friend. Y'all, so I was watching this video by Phineas.
So Donnie Darko, is that Joe Biden falling off his bicycle? That's how the movie opens.
That's how the movie opens up. Donnie's falling off the bicycle. We know Trump and that you know, Trump says he's Batman and Biden's middle name is Robin, literally Robinette. Can't make it up, right? So it wasn't really Robinette that fell off the bike. It was obviously a stunt double, but with much younger looking legs, arms, you know, cleaner, tanner skin. It was ridiculous that they tried to push that off on, and even Joe Rogan on his podcast, they said that didn't look like Joe Biden. And, you know, Joe Rogan's scripted to the letter controlled opposition. And so they're just telling you the truth in plain sight, making you like it. And but yeah, that was pretty interesting that Donnie Darko opens up with Donnie falling off his bike. And Joe just fell off his bike. So let's go over some items. I watched the movie Syrup.
Watching the movie Syrup, Amber Heard. Notice the 88 for Trump in Gematria. And my goodness, look at those 666.
Look at those sixes, man. That's hardcore strong stuff. Then later on,
Much later in the movie,
you got the sixes
same
again.
scenario. Back to the same scene. Why go back to the same scene?
Big old 88 because they
Has
want to
nothing
show off
to
them
do with the plot.
88s.
Like there's, and
They
there's
wanna
the
show off them
88,
88s,
and when
man.
we We'll pan, and it gives us the.
There's
that's the 88. That
Big,
we
big, big
saw.
red 88. Got the red and black 88s.
But notice now.
Next up, 9 minutes.
Uh-oh. Some bad news.
So I'm not going to go through a 9-minute video with you. Okay. It's got 14 views. What does the government want its citizens to live in perpetual fear? What do they get out of it? Not just the government. Golly, I'm sitting here in my, hang on just a second.
Of course not.
Oh, I thought I 86 y'all. I thought I had paused y'all. My bad. Good grief. What world am I doing? I'm just sitting there. I thought I had put y'all on pause. Guess I did not. Okay, sorry about that. Moving onward. What this video is about
Good, they're very upset.
is in this movie, it's an advertising type romantic comedy, dramedy. It's got its fair share of drama, but and you know, it's basically in this particular scene, they're showing you how they, through the news, they'll be reporting somebody's dead, and then they show you that it's, and it was all over these different news channels, you know, in the movie, just like here. And then they sit there and show you, they realize there ain't nobody dead at all. It was faked. And so it's a mannequin dummy.
And that's plot of a movie is what? Face. The most faked events.
So yeah, he picks up this dummy, like a stuffed dummy. And well, how was it all over the news? If his arch rival, former roommate, is the one who's standing right there, is the one that created all this to hurt their advertising campaign, because they're rival advertising type companies. Okay. Then if he's the one that staged it, old Sneaky Pete, how did it make all the news channels? Well, they're telling you that the stuff that's on the news is not really real, certain events. And she literally called it an event. And I think that's my next. I don't know. Maybe I didn't load that one.
Now notice the September
September 11,
of course,
of course.
and the 2143,
The 143 has a 2 in front of it.
the one for Trey, the one for 110 in the movie, right at the very.
And now at the beginning of the movie, it's got the 143 and the number 2 in the back of it. So you got 143 with a 2 in front of it, 143 and the 2 in back of it. The one for Trey. Isn't that sweet? What's next? 88's all day.
Of course, 88 is Trump and Gematria, Back to the Future, 88 miles per hour. And we showed you the 88s on the canopy and the other stuff that's been throughout the movie.
There are 100 numbered cans.
Commentary fair use for educational purposes.
Yeah. Got any celebrities in mind?
For example, the Hilton 88.
Ooh, the Hilton 88.
The Hilton 88s. Oh, dropping that 88 again. Didn't we see an 88 on a canopy earlier?
I have to break this up. If I just let it play through, they'll give me a copyright strike.
Copyright strike.
This Hilton is currently in possession of the only 88s in the world.
88s.
88s. Got it.
And we will not sell any 88s.
88s.
88.
You get the idea.
Said it again. Fascinating. That was 88s all day. And then it cuts to, as soon as I go from that
As
scene,
soon as they finish talking about the Hilton 88s and they go in so they can all get their own
numbered
cans.
cans.
What's the first?
First one they show you is the 18, 6 + 6 + 6. What are you gonna do, right? No, I don't know. There's nothing we can do. It's just hilarious. All right, so tomorrow hits on. Well, if you include both dates, it's the Kingsman USA release date, same ending as No Time to Die, with the same lead actor. That's if you include both dates. Not including both dates, 7/11, 2010, total solar eclipse. You like that 7/11 because Revelation 11:7 is Beast Rising from the Pit. Shooter movie, where he's shooting the Dinty Moore can. Dinty Moore comes to Trump in Gematria. It's the release date of the movie. Shooter, also Chernobyl's event. Back to the Future released. Partial lunar of 2001. So we have one of our 2001 eclipses. Dark Knight Rises released. Has a 37 progression that lands on that day on Friday the 24th. No Time to Die release date, which was of course on 88, October 8th. October is the 10th month. Yes, today it is. At one time it was the 8th month. Get it? Octopus, October, Octagon, the 8s. So October 8th, they released No Time to Die. Duh. So Quantum Leap. It's a wonderful leap. So that all hits on tomorrow. I always liken this day as 2 days after he would go down, because these all seem to be more like time travel, or the day after. But if he goes down tomorrow, there you go. I'm not high on it, but we just never know. I just got through showing you the 9/11 that sits in the number for tomorrow. That's pretty freaky, but you know, is what it is. So yeah. Again, one item for Saturday, and Saturday has 2 items. If you take what's on the 26th and include both dates, that's the Princess Diana event. Her birthday ciphers to the day before. So that's interesting. Guess I should put no, we don't need to decipher her birthday, but her birthday did hit the day before, the 25th. And then Monday we get into some hardcore items. Now the tower fell about 53 minutes from now last year. That tower fell. Condo collapsed June 24th. Killed 98 people in the 98th verse. See, it says left 98 dead. Of course, that didn't happen. So it was 1:22 a.m. So we're looking at an hour and 15 minutes. It would be exactly a year from when that tower collapsed. But other than the condo collapse, I mean, where am I at with my stuff? I am at the boom, bada boom, bada boom, boom, boom. We hit on today. I'm at 22268. Remember, my number divides exactly by 37 and it ends up being a 2226. And I'm at 2226 days old on Friday and Saturday, and then that's over with. And my stepdaughter's situation, her number, which has 138, 88, 86, all in her number. She's 886. She's got the 886 of her amount of days old she is. And she's on 888. She's on 8863. Okay. As I'm on my 8th, she's on her 3rd. So for the next 2 days, we will both have some pretty freaky cool anomalies on there. And you know, and Trump, of course, is at that 666 hours, you know, old, 666,000 hours old. It'll flow through the 666, I think at July 2nd or July 3rd. Oh, we need to do your comments. See if y'all have any comments. I knew I was forgetting something. I need to go back and always start looking at that chart that has the list. Yeah. Comments. Mike, Trey, TT3, 37 chart. So we got one comment here. It is from Joe. Birthing pains. The birth pangs, P-A-N-G-S from the Bible. But yeah, birthing pains. Could it be Labor Day? I like that. The birth pangs, Bible verse. So it's Matthew 24:6. So let's check it out. Matthew 24, King James Version, Bible Gateway. And that's all before the bad stuff comes. So he's saying Labor Day, labor pains, birth pangs. Makes sense. And the timing of that would all make sense. Birth pangs, Bible verse, Matthew 24. 6-8. Okay. So, and you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Be not troubled. These things must come to pass. The end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against earthquakes in diverse places. These are just the beginning of sorrow. Oh, where's the birth pangs? All these are the beginnings of birth pains. This is P-A-I-N-S. So let me see. Let's get the translations. Yeah, some say pangs, some say pains. Beginning of travail, beginning of sorrows. So yeah, it's said all different kind of ways, but it does say pains. So good for you. I never knew it said pains. I always thought it said pangs. I don't know what Bible I was reading. So in context of what's going on, wars, rumors of wars, and we're already got a war going on and rumors of more coming with Taiwan, China. So yeah, I mean, we're sort of there, but really it says for nation shall rise against nation. So this is once he's gone down. So I would tell you this. And notice how it says, but the end is not yet. Well, what's the end? The end is the abomination of desolation, where they start killing sheep, and Jesus has to cut those days short, or no flesh would be saved. And so, and that's at the end of World War III. And then, so that's the end. So what's taking place? Well, this is Red Horse, kingdom rising against kingdom. And then it says famines. Well, what's that? That's Black Horse. And pestilences. Well, what's that going to be? That's technology making you sick. And then earthquakes and so on and so forth. So when Trump goes down, that's the beginning of sorrows. And then once the wars start, you're at the beginning of sorrows, and it's sorrows all the way through any sheep's last breath, death, before the Lord puts an end to the Great Tribulation. The Great Tribulation is the final sorrows. The Red Horse War is the beginning of sorrows, if that makes sense. Sorry it took me so long to get to the point of where we were going. My brain does not always connect very well. Birth pains, it could be Labor Day. Absolutely. It could start tomorrow if he goes down, y'all. Anybody's guess as good as mine. Labor Day sounds good to me. 9522. 9 times 5. Yeah. 9 times 5 times 2022. There you go. You just got your 9099. I got a single digit there. I'm going to hit it with a 7154. And yeah, it's a freaky time. There's a lot of freaky numbers this year for sure. Or drop the O's. It's 999. I'm ready for the show on the road. The more time goes by, more people get saved. Yeah, well, I mean, the Great Trib is for the church. And there's no free will involved, and your salvation is a process from A to Z. It begins, well, when God ordained it from before the foundation of the world, or when you're born, because Paul states it that way too. When I was cut from my mother's womb and called by his grace. But he went on to kill Christians until he got the literal call from Jesus. He puts his law in our inward parts and changes us. Jesus said, my sheep hear my voice. At your spiritual baptism. So how many people, there's not that where you just claim Jesus and you get saved like they teach in the churches. That's a very, very, very false teaching. So I shudder to ever use that term get saved. You know what I mean? Because that's what the fake churches use. So by proxy, I won't use it. You know what I mean? The Lord's got his plan for all of his sheep. He knows exactly. He's numbered the hairs on their head. So he's not waiting on any free will decision. Everything's ordained, including the amount of hairs you have on your head. There's nothing random going on this earth. Not even the very least thing, like the amount of hairs a sheep would have on their head. All right. Love you, Joseph, very much. Love you, Michael, very much. Love the rest of y'all very much. All right. I would not say tomorrow's a big day. I would not say the following day is a big day either. But it could happen at any time. Again, we're at the anniversary of the condo collapse. So was that the big tell? We just never know. Love y'all.